All right, everyone. This comes from the Telegraph, and I'll put the link below. If you live in the UK and you're wearing a cross necklace, and I know it's controversial, there's no Jesus on this, it's just a plain cross necklace. If you wear one in the UK, they're not going to let you come to work. Christians have no right to wear a cross at work, says government. Christians do not have a right to wear a cross or a crucifix openly at work. The government is to argue in a landmark court case. The link to this will be below. In a highly significant move, ministers will fight a case at the European Court of Human Rights in which two British women will seek to establish their right to display the cross. It is the first time that the government has been forced to state whether it backs the right of Christians to wear the symbol at work. A document seen by the Sunday Telegraph discloses that ministers will argue that because it is not a requirement of the Christian faith, employers can ban the wearing of the cross and sack workers, fire them who insist on doing so. The government's position received an angry response last night from prominent figures including Lord Carey, the former Archbishop of Canterbury. He accused ministers and the courts of dictating to Christians and said it was another example of Christianity becoming sidelined in official life. And I will put this link below, as I said. The government's refusal to say that Christians have a right to display the symbol of their faith at work emerged after its plans to legalize same-sex marriages were attacked by the leaders of the Roman Catholic Church in Britain. A poll commissioned by the Sunday Telegraph shows that the country is split on the issue. Overall, 45% of voters support moves to allow gay marriage, with 36% against, while 19% say they do not know. However, the Prime Minister is out of step with his own party. Exactly half of the conservative voters oppose same-sex marriage in principle, and only 35% back it. There is no public appetite to change the law urgently, with more than 3/4 of people polled saying it was wrong to fast-track the plan before 2015, and only 14% saying it was right. The Strasbourg case hinges on whether human rights laws protect the right to wear a cross, necklace, or a crucifix at work under Article 9 of the European Convention on Human Rights. It states everyone has a right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. This right includes freedom to change his religion or belief, and freedom either alone or in community with others, and in public or private, to manifest his religion or belief in worship, teaching, practice, and observance. The Christian women bringing the case, Nadia Ouida and Shirley Chaplin, claim that they were discriminated against when their employers barred them from wearing the symbol. They were wearing just a cross necklace, and their place of employment said, you can't have that here. They want the European Court to rule that this breached their human right to manifest their religion. The government's official response states that wearing the cross is not a requirement of the faith, and therefore does not fall under the remit of Article 9. Lawyers for the two women claim that the government is setting the bar too high, and that manifesting religion includes doing things that are not a requirement of the faith, and that they are therefore protected by human rights. If I can, I just want to jump in here real quick for a moment. What if these two women were Muslim, and it was a certain time of day while at work they wanted to pray? They wanted to get down on there, put a little carpet down and pray. Now, would their employer ban that? Something to think about while I'm reading on. They say that Christians are given less protection than members of other religions who have been granted special status for garments or symbols such as the Sikh turban and Kara bracelet, or the Muslim hijab. Last year, it emerged that Mrs. Ouida, a British Airways worker, and Mrs. Chaplin, a nurse, had taken their flight to the European Court in Strasbourg after both faced disciplinary action for wearing a cross at work. Ms. Ueda's case dates from 2006 when she was suspended for refusing to take off the cross necklace which her employers claimed breached VA's uniform code. The 61-year-old from Twickenham is a Coptic Christian who argued that VA allows members of other faiths to wear religious garments and symbols. VA later changed its uniform policy, but Mrs. Ueda lost her challenge against an earlier employment tribunal decision at the Court of Appeal, and in May 2010 was refused permission to go to the Supreme Court. Now, Mrs. Chaplin, 56, from Exeter, was banned from working on wards by Royal Devon and Exeter NHS Trust after she refused to hide the cross necklace she wore, ending 31 years of nursing. 31 years of nursing came to an end. The government claims the two women's application to the Strasbourg court is manifested ill-founded. Its response states the government submit that the applicant's wearing of a visible cross or crucifix was not a manifestation of their religion or belief within the meaning of Article 9, and the restriction on the applicant's wearing of a visible cross or crucifix necklace was not an interference with their rights protected by Article 9. I'm not going to read any farther. It's quite lengthy, but I'll put the link to this in the description box. Now, can an employer, are they in the right to tell you if you're a Christian that you can't wear a cross necklace? But what about our Muslim brothers and sisters who may take a Quran to their place of employment, or they may have a certain time of day where they have to put a rug down and they do their prayer? Now, should that be forbidden in the workplace? Leave me your opinion. What are your thoughts? Is it wrong? Can an employer tell a Christian they can't wear a cross necklace? Leave me comments. Very controversial. God bless everyone.